Welcome to GP Bullhound's Tech Thoughts. Today is the 1st of October, and we are here with Inge, Johan, and Nela for our weekly market roundup. Today, they will talk about the latest market news and focus on some exciting updates from the gaming sector. Over to them.
Good afternoon. The market sentiment continues to be negative, driven by worries for inflation, worries for growth, and worries about supply going into Christmas. We mentioned that last week that we are really worried about how Christmas is going to end up with the supply issues that are out there. And we now see almost a profit warning every single day with people struggling to get product into the channel for ahead of Christmas. Going forward, we think that really will be a key thing to highlight and to focus on in Q4. Who can supply, who will be struggling, and how will Christmas end up going to be realized for consumers? Are they going to be able to buy the things they want and so on? We have also seen quite a lot of intra-volatility between sectors, and we've also seen volatility inside of tech. If we break down tech, it's been really the underperformers, like the gaming has done out as a positive during September and the last few weeks, while the former winners like the semi-capital equipment, which has hurt us a little bit, has been underperforming. So going over to semi-capital equipment, we had ASML with a Capital Markets Day on Wednesday, coming up new guidance for 2025 and also 2030. They raised the bar quite a lot, but it was still in the mid of the range, slightly below consensus. But with that stated, I think the company is very, very cautious in the guidance. So we would not be surprised if they beat it quite a lot, and our estimates are way above the company guidance. And also looking at what we see, both in terms of what factories are doing, or semiconductor suppliers like Samsung, TSMC, and Intel is doing, and on top of that, we see the political pressure on every single region about building more factories, getting more independent on the few factories that are out there, and independent on really shipping products across the world in order to get hold of the products, as a lot of factories are standing still and are struggling really to keep up with the volume now when semiconductors are still in supply problems.
So the gaming sector still look good when you look at pre-orders, but the sector, same as a few other sectors that Inge mentioned, have had a rough time on the market right now. And we see the multiples in gaming that used to be fairly high is now around 15 to 17. Looking at Nintendo and Ubisoft, they're even below that. So the sector is clearly not having a positive view from the market right now. However, we have a few interesting news there from some of the big FANG companies. And Nela, do you want to start telling us about the first news this week?
Yes, so we have one exciting news of the week, and that is that Amazon has its first video game, New World, that officially launched on September 28th. So the new game has been widely popular on both Twitch and Steam.
Exactly, and here we have a trailer for the game. So Amazon had a lot of trouble moving into the gaming sector with some failures, but this really seemed to take off. So being top, as Nela said, on Steam, with probably a few million copies sold. The game is sold for around 40 euros. So it's not the most expensive the game, but it's still giving a lot of revenue to Amazon. However, in the big Amazon behemoth, it's not much in the overall picture, but still interesting to see that they can succeed here. And also we had another FANG stock, namely Netflix, buying their first gaming studio. It's a mobile studio called Night School, and they have already launched Stranger Things IP as an Android game. And it's going to be fun to see what other IPs they can launch as games. And that's it for the week. See you next week.